Islam.
Islam.
Welcome to the continuation, or part 2, of a lecture by Grand Sheikess, Nika L, and Grand Sheikh Grand Sheikess, Nika L Bay, and Grand Sheikh Nature L Bay, titled, According to Science, Black Means Death. So can we welcome them with our Moorish welcome? Thank you.
Islam.
Islam. Actually, the Grand Sheikh is handling some affairs right now with another brother. He wasn't aware he was going to be on. We will have a part 3, and he can come on the part 3 session. Can you hear me fine? Do
Islam.
I need to speak up? Okay, great.
We're good.
Before I begin, I would like to still my mind and focus towards a conscious thought towards all of you and my intention. And my intention at this moment, and we should strive to always live into the present. And presently, my intent is to share with you what's in my heart, the wisdom that I have in regards to experience and what's been told to us by our masters, in hopes that your spirit will be open to receive the information I have to give you. And that would complete the give and take demonstration. In order to completely receive, the person have to be able to willingly give, and vice versa. So praise Allah for you all. And I want to give you more as my utmost honor and respect for your demonstrations. Islam for your paper. We have actually been circulating the papers as soon as we got them, and it's beautiful. The information is clear, and more as we're on the road. I want to give honors to you all for your great works that's being performed there in Canaanland, because this is a road not too often want to be taken by those. They tend to want to find a road that's easier to go down. So a mighty work is ours, and I give you all the utmost respect for having the courage to be on this road. Islam.
Islam.
Islam. And as the great sister Naima Ifebe says, that in an article I was reading, and this was a very beautiful article she wrote, Why I Love Our Prophet, Noble Ali, and she said she's just going to let the words roll from her heart. And we know that salvation is a letter that reaches from the heart of man to the heart of Allah. Islam. And so our demonstration is to unite and to strive towards that salvation, to be God. We all are, and our higher selves. And so we're here to help one another in our mission. Islam. And I was supposed to be doing the part 2 as well, and I would like for you all to please excuse me because my voice is a little dampened from last week, throughout the week. And we're going to be doing a follow-up part 3 this Friday, if your schedule will allow it. It's just today would be a brief introduction, and if you allow me to continue on Friday, and I will give you, a good 2-3 hours next Friday if you're willing. Islam?
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
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 Prophet Noble Ali coming here with a message, and there are those who would say that the prophet was just a man, or the prophet didn't bring us anything that wasn't already ours. And I want to give my love and honor and fidelity into our holy divine prophet Noble Ali. He was only one, with all of our great leaders and masters of people that came with a message, different messages. He was the only one who came with a message to teach us the truth about our nationality and our birthright. And that was something that was very vital in our growth and development as Asiatics, because that was the very vital thing that was taken away from us, stripped us from our divine creed, from our nationality, from our status in government, period. And this is something that we all have done in proclaiming our free national name and religion. For those who have not, the purpose of the prophet mission was to teach us how to become better citizens, the object of the organization. And in our classes, that's been something that has not been widely taught. And it's very difficult in speaking with Asiatics in North America because the object, the mission, because we have the information, it's very vital that we take this information out and teach our brothers and sisters because we all are bound by cords to one another. And the mission becomes difficult, it's twofold. And I say that because first you have to get your brother and sister to admit and agree that they are not Negro, Black, Colored, and Ethiopian. That's the first hurdle. And then once you are able to convince them and they proclaim, the second is for them to be able to demonstrate that in life. And right now, the primary issue that we all face with is the enforcement of this Constitution. We've been taught many different spiritual rites and practices and rituals throughout times. One thing that our people lack the most is how government works. And because our people have been cast out of the constitutional fold of government, it becomes the hurdle. And once they proclaim, to even get us to be active on a constitutional level, period. And I'm not just speaking about the Moors, period, but the Asiatics, because in all reality, the majority of the people in this land have not proclaimed. And if they understood we the people and their place in that, it would make our jobs a lot easier. So this is why we need each other even more, ever so more. And unity is so important because odds are against the mission in itself. And the mission is a divine mission, and that we are able to live in this world, not just this government that we live in here, the United States of America, the Republic, and even to be able to live in harmony with the corporate U.S., that's the struggle in itself. But to be in harmony with the nations of the world. And the prophet told us to proclaim our free national name and religion in all the governments. And this is a universal demonstration, and our prophet is a universal prophet. His messages are of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, as demonstrated on our Moorish American flag. And so this is something that we need to work on as Moors. And we can speak about, the Quran, the teachings, we can speak about constitutional, we can speak about all these acts of law, but it becomes necessary, and during this so-called Black History Month, to really branch that out and teach the Asiatics of this mission, because we already know we have it, we've proclaimed, we have it, and it's the point now where we have to be able to go out there and tell our sisters her value, her worth, tell our brothers his worth, his power, and that's been something that was done on purpose, through engineering with the masses, through the Willie Lynch teachings and infrastructure, through all these different types of movements that was against the Moorish Divine and National Movement. And in fact, these are movements that we are working towards and against. And it's just not about us as Moorish Americans. Let's not be too close-minded to just that alone. We have to be able to work with other nations of the world also, and which makes it so vital that we become unified so that we can and are able to deal with other nations of the world that are trying to demonstrate the same divinity in the physical as we are. Because what's the point of spirituality if you can't exercise that in life, in your physical life, and as God, and man is that what you think. As God, we should be able to demonstrate the reality of our mind. And as a man thinketh, so shall it be. And then right now, someone's stopping that progress of us being able to be that which we think and that which we know. And as a man thinketh, so shall it be. So the problem is that we have someone, an outside force, that's stunting us from really manifesting what we know to be real. And as God, it becomes a struggle that we have to. It's our will that we need to be able to demonstrate our own intentions and our own will. So it becomes a struggle that cannot be told in words, as the prophet says. And for us to be able to really demonstrate the Moorish Divine National Movement, in the sense in which it was incorporated in its government to do. Islam?
Islam.
Any questions before I continue?
No. No, please continue.
Islam?
Islam. No,
Islam.
no questions.
Islam. So continuing on, the prophet came with a message to teach us that we were not black, Negro, colored, Ethiopian. And I want to demonstrate primarily and focus on us women. And I want to use the term woman particularly because our place in this world and society is of utmost importance for us to understand our role in society and to be able to really carry that out in this physical realm. We are the portal through which all things come because we have a womb. And that could be a blessing and it can be a curse. And I'm going to touch on the blessing aspect of it. As women, if we are able to bring into this world, because these souls that are coming through are ancient souls that we are asking to come to help us in this great plight, is you and I. We all come here to actually demonstrate and activate, the powers that need to be in this life, to actually demonstrate what needs to be done on this realm, to save. The keys of civilizations is handed into the hands of the Muslims. And we know that the greatest secret ever told was the secret of who you are, who we are. And once we understand that, and we do, then we really have to take this out into society and really be able to convince our brothers and sisters. It's not a point anymore from being just a casual talk. The prophet said, if you can't convince your brother or sister they're not Negro, black, colored, Ethiopian, there's nothing else to say to them. And these are, the more we bring into this realm souls and spirits as man, because man is spirit and part of Allah, then we have to make sure that what we bring into the society, into this world, is going to be for the benefit of society. And the prophet has a lesson on that in the Holy Quran on unity, and there's other lessons as well. But we really have to be able to control the energies that's coming through and be able to control the energies that be, because we are the ones who brought them into existence. It was through our womb, through our vessel. And so it goes back to women being a first teacher. And just because that entity, that being is not within your womb anymore, does not mean you don't have still influence and control to manipulate and to change the pattern of what has been manifested. So it's the prophet is holding a sister on a Quran and savior of humanity. And we need the brothers to be able to assist us in being able to correct the ills of the world.